motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. Quick completion on the out route. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play. And those guys pan out at such a high level. Just they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Looking to scramble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big 3rd down. Moore to the air. Scrambling away. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks, big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Complete to the right. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
The Bruins have this offense rolling. They'll send the tight end in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. On the ground, it's Flores. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins are threatening on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Let's it fly. Touchdown, UCLA. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, float over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play-action by this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Got enough for the first down and once more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore will throw. Grab near the marker. It's Denmark. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. They'll go up top on second and short. Dances away. He's going to take off.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's second and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20, the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruins! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can He's all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Moore to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He turns it loose to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gibson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gives it on the option. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore will throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. minutes of the half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Back to throw, it's Nelson. That's reeled in, it's Robinson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of running room. Touchdown, UCLA. A great catch and run for 6.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. He's going for it all. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll try to get outside. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Moore will throw. Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Gibson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Denmark. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Moore to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He throws one to the left. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Nittany Lions will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quick pass on the jet motion. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Bruins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the move, it's Flores. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know is this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. To the air, it's Nelson. The sweet feet buy a little time. Throws to the wideout. can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And, guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like...
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Virginia Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Toss sweep right. Finding open areas. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Bruins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. Turning it on! Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Bruins are in the red zone. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Steps away. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Smashes through the tackle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's Gibson. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Wide receiver comes in motion. He might want another play. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Wide receiver going in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Moore to the air. He's got it on the move. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going right to work up top. He's going to let it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. It's a seam wide open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Deflected near the end zone.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Moore will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open, lived to fight another down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore to the air. Buys a little time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive.
42, Spider.
Looking for room. It's Ray. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. Here comes the field goal unit.
Number 94 on the field goal.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Nelson. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. To the air on 1st down. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. These corners backing off a bit. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Cox. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bruins want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 4th down, going to the air. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.